That's it, Brian?
Yes.
Bet you're looking for something new.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am super excited because
I got a new hairstyle. I got a new hairstyle. I got a new hair.
I am so in love with it. I'm so used to being with dark hair, or one time I got out of my comfort zone and I went into red hair, was in this phase, and then I did burgundy, and today I am doing this. I don't even know what this is called. I think this is my first time getting highlights as well. I am obsessed. My hairstylist is Wendy. She is located right behind my shop. It's called Red Hair Salon. If you guys want to check her out, tell her I sent you. And she basically transformed my hair. It came out really nice. Doesn't feel damaging. I don't know about you guys, but I hate showing my ears whenever I put my hair back, so I always like to bring these little hairs down. I've never once shown a video where I'm doing my eyebrows. I decided to do a look on basically my eyebrows. But every time I do my eyebrows, I don't like to make them look too harsh. So what I do is I kind of outline them first. Oh, this shit's gonna be a little too dark. And once you're done outlining your brow, I just blend it out. And when you're doing this, you need a really light hand, as we all know. Always go in with the NYX Brow Mascara. If you want your foundation to stay throughout the day, I always recommend to prime and set your makeup. To get a dewy look that I'm trying to go for, we're gonna take the MAC Strobe Cream. And after, this is the primer that I use, the Honey Do Me Up by NYX Cosmetics. So for the NYX Honey Do Me Up, I pick up some product that is inside. I'm already running out, as you guys can see. And then I'll swoop whatever is on the spatula. This is just enough to cover your full face, and that's why I love this product. Very little goes a long way. It's very hydrating to the skin, and it doesn't make me oily throughout the day or leave that greasy residue. Now that we're done with our primer for our face, we're gonna hop into our primer for our eyes, and we are going to be taking, let's see. And once we're done priming, I always take a setting powder and just set this area. Your eyeshadow will look a lot smoother, so it won't be sticking to the wetness of the primer. We primed our face and our eyes. We're going to do a different routine and take our foundation first and then hop into our eyes. So for the foundation that I'm going to be using today is the Kat Von D Lock-It Foundation. Let me tell you about this product. At first, I hated it. I think I still do sometimes, but I found a neat little trick to do when using this foundation. Because it's so thick, I really don't like super heavy product on my skin. I'm more like very basic, nothing too heavy. What I do is I use this foundation and I take my Babella Cosmetics brush in NG306, and I will also be using the MAC Fix Plus to basically water the formula down because it is too heavy for my skin. It's not that it's too heavy for my skin, I just don't like that thick foundation look. cakey and whatnot. I mean, I do cake it up here and there, so don't get it twisted. Definitely on the weekends, I'm like... So what I'm going to do is basically apply it to the brush. I do 2 pumps and it basically looks like that. And I will dot it on my skin. See how thick that is? It looks like a Hershey's Kiss. I start looking like a damn Oompa Loompa. I'm like cute orange. I don't know why I use it, but I just love the way it looks whenever I use the MAC Fix Plus with it. So I'm taking it by MAC, like I said, and we're gonna spray this on our skin. And then we're gonna start blending. I try to blend it into my skin as much as possible. I don't like a thick layer. Some people will go like 2 layers. I can't do that. So if you like to, you do you, girl. I will do me. I really hate how my foundation starts covering my mole. So I kind of take a little napkin and I will remove it. There we go. No, I used to get teased, I think like in middle school, on my mole. I used to hate it. I always wanted to remove it, and now I'm just like flaunting that shit like Now we're gonna hop into our concealer, and I always use the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Creamy Beige, my favorite concealer to use. And lately I have been switching it up. I'm gonna show you what else I do. And as we all know, you gotta make sure that your beauty blender is wet whenever you are dabbing into your concealer. Why? Because I feel like when it's dry, all of the concealer just picks up into the sponge when you want to be blending it onto your face and not into your sponge. And that's why I really like the silicone sponge as well. When it comes to the silicone sponge, I feel like it didn't absorb any product. I sadly lost mine, and I'm sold out at the store right now. So when it comes to my concealer, for some reason I did not like the Tarte Cosmetics concealer. I just feel like it was too thick. So the first time I hated it, and a lot of people were like, "Bish, what?" And I'm like, "Yeah, bish." I learned to love it in a certain way. I use very little, so I'll use my regular concealer. And just because, I don't know, I feel like because it's really light, maybe I got the wrong shade, I don't know. I just feel like throughout the day it kind of like creased and it was just a mess. So I just used like a little dot, and I just noticed like a little difference. I guess it blends the color that I use for Creamy Beige, the LA Girl Creamy Beige. So, I don't know. So we're going to be blending this into our skin. I need to stop saying so. So today, usually I use my NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat setting powder, but I found this in my makeup. I used to use this back in high school, and I guess it's a foundation powder, or it's a foundation, I don't even know. It comes in a powder. This one is by Bare Minerals. I barely used it, I wonder why, so let's test it out. I used to love the powder that they had in like that twisty little container. Is it working? I don't know. I will know after maybe like 5 hours, and we shall see. Just drag it down to my neck. Let's cover these little suckers over here. This little guy, it's a little red today. There we go. Cool. I used to break out on my back. I used to be so embarrassed. I would try to cover up with makeup, not wear spaghetti straps, and now my back is like clear. I love spaghetti straps now. I will show my back. I'm like, oh yes, look at that. Look. So once we are done setting our face, I am going to be Once again, I said so. I'm going to be taking the NYX matte bronzer. I've been using this a lot lately, and I really love it. I love the fact that it's matte. It doesn't have any shimmer in it. Even though I'm still trying to go for that dewy look, I'm still gonna use my matte bronzer because I said so. Every time I say so, I'm gonna be like show. And I'm going to be taking, let's see, some of my NYX bronzer, dab it in, dust off whatever is on the brush, of course. And we are going to start blending. So I just do this in circular motion. I always bring it up to my forehead. The side of my nose. And we are going to start baking with my Ben Nye powder, our under eyes. To define our contour, I take the Bella Cosmetics NG305 brush. Do any of you guys know where this neat trick is from? If you guys do, comment below. Let's see who gets it. So once we are done with our setting our under eyes and our contour, we're going to start doing our eyes. Let this bake for a little bit. I don't bake too long. I probably bake for like a minute, only because throughout the day it kind of does look it looks a little too dry if you leave it on for too long. For my eyes, I'm going to be taking the NG329 by Bella Cosmetics and applying this. And this will be the brush I use for my outer corner and to blend everything. Taking this shadow, I'm blending this in our outer corner. And swooping it in circular motion upwards. And then we're gonna take Huntress and apply this also to the outer corner. All of these colors are shimmer. Like I said, we're trying to go for that nice dewy bronzy look. Now we're just gonna be taking a flat brush and taking Come Through and applying this to our lid, or take our MAC Fix Plus. Now, as you guys can tell, this area is definitely blended out, but since I want to focus on the outer corner, I'm going to be taking the Bella Rose Gold 214 brush, and since it's pointed, you definitely have a lot more control on just focusing on the outer corner. We're going to take that same Huntress shade and applying it over here. Ooh, we're gonna take Living. So before applying, before applying fake eyelashes, I always curl them and apply a little bit of mascara to the tips of the lashes. And a heavy coat to our bottom lashes. Be taking the 747 medium lashes by Cream. These lashes are only $2. Yes, $2, and they work so good. They remind me of the red cherry lashes. You gotta get your hands on these basically. I'm taking the duo glue and sweeping this across the lash. And what I do is I put some on the center, a little extra, and then also on the outer of the lash. So both ending points. I'll let it dry for like 30 seconds. I'll take my eyelash tweezers, pop these bad girls on. I'll always start on the center, leave it there for a little bit so it won't lift up. And so once we're all set, we're going to be applying a little bit of mascara once again. Ooh, this is my first time seeing myself with makeup and my hair looks good. I'll be taking the shade Whisper Pink by MAC. It's one of their pigments. I always use this for the inner corner of my eyes. I think they're like, what is this? What is it called? They're limited edition, so I honestly don't even know if they sell it anymore. I got this during Christmas time and I love it. Spray a little bit. Left over on the brush and applying this to our brow bone. And now for highlighting our face, we're gonna take our J-Cat in Twilight. This is my favorite highlighter. I use it all the time. Look how pretty that is. Oh my goodness! Highlighting brush. This is the Babella Cosmetics NG322, and it looks like this is the highlight that I feel like makes you look nice and golden and bronzy. That's why I love this highlighter. Goes good with any skin type. If you're light skin, darker skin, dark tone, olive tone, definitely recommend this shade. I always use it on my clients and they love it, and so do I. So let's start off with, forgot blush, we'll apply that after. Are going for a nice glow today, so we're gonna bring it to our nose, our lip, and also our forehead over here. Whatever's left over on the brush. Do not dab another. And once we are done, look at this. Once we're done highlighting, we are going to take our lipsticks. So I am not used to doing nudes. I'm used to taking nudes. Just kidding. We're gonna mess with Aphrodite by Gerard Cosmetics. It's like more of like a peachy. I feel like it's really nice for summertime, springtime. So I'm like, okay, let's try it with this. Hopefully it looks nice. Okay. So our lips are dry, so we're gonna be taking that same highlight brush and the same highlight as well. And we're just gonna put some in the center of our lips. I feel like just being extra with highlight today, so see how this turns out. Ooh, ho ho. What did I tell you? Oh, excited right now, so you guys can tell. Setting spray, hello! So we're gonna be taking our Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day setting spray and setting our makeup. Like I said, to keep your makeup together, you're always going to need a hair in your mouth. Ugh. You're always gonna need a primer and a setting spray to complete the look. Looks like we are all set, guys. This is the finishing look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to follow my Instagram, my YouTube. I'm gonna link everything down below, and I'm probably gonna be having it on the side right over here. Check out my website. I will also list the products that I'm using right now. If you guys are interested in purchasing them, you guys can go ahead and click on the link below. Also, these products I do sell online. Some of them I don't, but I will be sure to link it below just to make things a lot easier for you guys. Just a quick little click and you guys are all set. So I hope you guys can definitely show some support to local businesses instead of going to the mall. Like, mall what?